Recently I started watching the whole Star Wars saga again with the missus. I gotta say it's better than I remember, and it reminded me of a game I used to play quite a lot with the boys, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Obviously, The Mandalorian is massive, so I thought, what's a better way to kickstart the new year than a good game of cheeky Battlefront 2 as Boba Fett? Side note, I must apologise for taking so long to make this video. No excuses really, I've just been really lazy. Also I'm fat now, so technically you're welcome. Yesterday I recorded a bunch of footage absolutely spanking the opposition. Where are they? Ah, Obi-Wan, you wanna go, bitch? Come on, come on, come on. Get smoked, son. Get smoked, son. Grenades, grenades, grenades. Ah, got you, bitch. You can't survive that. Wait. Today, well, let's just say the teams weren't very fair. Oh, wait, what? Where have you come from? No, 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 no. Oh. I'm sick of you, Obi-Wan. I'm sick of your lip. I've got two on me, boys. I've got two on me. I'm pinned. I'm pinned. I've got Luke. Everyone's pushing back. Luke's pushing me. Help, 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 help. I'll try and stuff him. Okay, Vader's choking. Vader's choking. I'm gassing him. I'm gassing him. I've thrown grenades. I've thrown grenades. Oh, he's pulled me in. He's pulled me in. Cover me, cover me, cover me. I've activated Berserk. What? Look at them. I'm coming, Vader. I'm coming for support. I'm coming for support. I've gassed him. Oh, I've been pushed. I've been pushed. I'm pinned. Oh, they're all over me. Quick. Okay, so I'm not going to pretend like it was all bad. I did actually get a couple of good licks in. Oh, it's my time now, bitches. Here we go. How'd you like me now? How'd you like me now, huh? There's one. See you later. Where you going? Chicken shop? Bomb, there's two. Come on. Come on, three. Now, you may be wondering, KK, this is a day in the life video, right? You're 100% correct, my loyal subjects. However, since the game doesn't have as much dialogue in comparisons to a fully single-player game like Spider-Man or Days Gone, I am going to be fluctuating between normal commentary and in-game reactions at the same time. So being the 21-year-old I am, I've made a decision. A decision that I hope to stick by. Probably not, but still. I want a sugar glider. KK, what is a sugar glider? Thanks for asking, guys. A sugar glider is this bad boy. Not a squirrel. Oh, and yeah, it does this. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Yep. Better than a hippopotamus, half as good as a cat, and 1/10 of a dog. So like I was saying before, I started binge watching the Star Wars saga again with the missus. No way is she going to watch the Clone Wars, but there is a high chance I will. Personally, I love Anakin's story, and Obi-Wan in Episode 3 is, in my opinion, just straight god tier. I love how Anakin is pure offense and Obi-Wan is defense, almost like the yin to his yang. Two brothers fighting it out. Fuck's sake, Anakin, why did you have to go bad? Couldn't just be a good boy, could you? Speaking of a good boy, Boba Fett, can you stop flying and just come down here to die? My favourite mode on Battlefront 2 is Heroes vs Villains. It's an absolutely wicked game mode, and if you haven't tried it already, I highly recommend you do. Getting to be any hero you want is never not going to be a blast. But here comes the dreaded question. Who do you main? Heroes, hands down, easiest question. It's for sure Obi-Wan Kenobi or Princess Leia. On Villains, it's a toss-up between Phasma or Darth Maul. One character I can't stand coming up against is either Darth Sidious or Boba Fett. I think they're really fun to play as, but just when done correctly, because in my opinion they're the hardest to kill characters in the game. I mean, Palpatine is just a skinny little virgin who proves that no sex all your life will turn you into a demented demon who wants to take over the galaxy whilst looking like a wrinkly old ballsack. And Boba Fett is also evidence that if you have no friends, you probably main Boba Fett and fly away from every gunfight instead of committing to the sacred battle. Similar to how you run away from all your IRL relationships, you pussy. One of the coolest hands-down abilities in the game that I actually like isn't actually on the ground at all, but in space. I love using Boba Fett's Slave 1 seismic charge. It's literally the most satisfying thing to set off and watch explode, and it's honestly just an erection waiting to happen. However, next on my things to rant about on my day in the life of Star Wars is Ewok Hunt. Ooh, ow, 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 ow! Oh shit. Oh no! I'm melting! I'm melting! Boy, who doesn't love playing as a galactic stormtrooper with a torch with less battery than a £1 toothbrush with a single AAA battery inside? I mean, this thing shuts off so fast it's painful, especially given we can't see anything anyways. But hey, look on the bright side. When you die, and you undoubtedly will die eventually, who doesn't love to play as an extraterrestrial midget teddy bear with asthma and a potbelly? You get to throw pixies or multiple Tinkerbells that you stole from Peter Pan at the enemies, and you get a horn to blow on to tell the enemy exactly where you are because, you know, why not? And you get a next level spear from the Stone Age to try and stab people wearing next level body armor, which somehow does less damage than tooth floss when you pull too hard. Yeah, I know, I don't know how that one works either. With the game somehow banging out over 19 million new players in 1 week and gaining more active followers than the game has ever had before, things are finally looking up for old KK, and maybe I can try and not die 35 times every game and use up all the team's lives trying to smack some saber cheeks. I've pulled up a tweet that I actually got off of another Star Wars guys video, so shout out to you, forget what your name is, I think it was probably Star Wars something, or it had a B in there, someone bizarre maybe, I don't know, I'm not too sure, but he's much bigger than me, I just couldn't remember, I do apologise, he's a sick content creator though. But anyways, yeah, so I picked this tweet out on the official Star Wars Twitter account, right? EA Star Wars. More than 19 million players got Star Wars Battlefront 2 from the Epic Games Store promo. Thank you so much for your continued support, even after our final content drop. We'll watch your careers with great interest. May the Force be with you, troopers. So for those of you who don't know what they're talking about, they're specifically talking about every player who is on Battlefront 2 except for me, because I do not have a career and I'm a bit of an embarrassment as a player. I'll make Count Dooku look like a baby dual-wielding nunchucks. Now some of you might think that's pretty funny, but it's all fun and games until your missus grabs your crotch thinking you have a saucy slug hiding away in your chamber of secrets, only to accidentally press the on button on your lightsaber and cut a hole through your penis. Battlefront 2 sold 9 million copies across all 3 platforms, and that was deemed a great number of sales. That's like going outside and trying to sell Lego bricks and the FBI roll up and offer you a place to work at NASA. Virtually impossible, extremely unlikely, but never say never. Just from the Epic Games Store alone, 19 million players. The only thing I could honestly see bringing in over 100 million new players is the integration of our Lord and Saviour, Jar Jar Binks, with the option for dual-wielding lightsabers. Hashtag bring forth Darth Jar Jar. Oh, how have I missed that? There's one. Oh, stay still. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. I see you running, I see you running. There's 5. There's 6. Oh! Can we get 7? Can we get 7? Ah, is there anything actually more satisfying than playing as a character with a gigantic advantage over everyone else and slaying it out with no care in the world? The poor kids didn't know what hit them when Big Daddy Bosk on the playground. This video idea has by far been proven to be one of the hardest to make a video on. I don't want to sit and give tips and tricks and repeat content like everyone else with clickbait and milk you guys for views, because that's just not what I'm about. So coming up with my own unique video idea has been more of a challenge than me trying to put on jeans in the morning. And no, not because my penis is big, but because my ass is thicker than a Snickers. Hashtag ghetto booty for life. If you guys do want to see more content like this, then be sure to give me any advice that you can in the comment section down below, as all ideas are welcome and I could really do with a help, and I'm always looking to improve. I decided to hop into Ewok Hunt and thought to myself, you know what, I'd love to be an Ewok for a day, so that's exactly what I did. I set off in search of traps and Ewoks, whichever would kill me first. I ended up shooting like 5 million rounds into the sky, hoping that someone would eventually find me and kill me, but unfortunately for us, people are hard of hearing these days, so I made it my mission to find traps and use them to die. After a long walk and eventually finding the final trap, I became a fully fledged Ewok member. Using my newfound Ewok senses, I managed to find these guys camping it up at a post waiting for the evacuation ship to arrive. I used my killer bloodthirsty pixies, or whatever you want to call them, to confuse the enemy and make them scramble. Did it work? Sort of, yeah. Was it a good idea? I like to think so. After blowing my own horn, to let the enemy know I was there because, you know, mama didn't raise no bitch, I eventually decided to push round the right flank and get the drop on a couple of these sons of really nice women, because you know what, we don't use the B word on this channel. After running less than 500 meters and it taking me more than 3 hours because of my tiny little Ewok legs, I finally got behind the enemy and slapped those silly little hoes. All of a sudden the dropship arrives and they all start running like it's a zombie apocalypse, but thankfully for me, my Jamaican Ewok cousin, Usain Salt, he taught me a few speed tricks and I managed to catch up to the dodgy Malakas in no time. Let's get 'em, boys! Attack! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Stabby! 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 Yes, one! Get him! Get him! Trust me in my luck to have the recording cut out at the last second. You'll just have to take my word for it that we won. I wish there were more players on Ewok Hunt, so that the games went over so quickly and that the developers actually make it more easy for the troopers to see. I feel like the reason why people don't play Ewok Hunt as the troopers as much and just look to die is because it's painfully difficult to see. And I understand when the developers want this to be the case, but it's just too dark in my opinion. You should be able to see without your torch and just make it so that everything is a lot easier with your torch, because no one wants to play a game where you can't see anything. Or at least, that's just my 2 cents on the matter anyways. That's my overall. I've got to give Star Wars Battlefront a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. I think it's a fantastic game. I love the character models and the graphics, and the maps are great too. I just wish they would add more movesets and make saber fights more realistic, so you have to choose which way to saber block, as that would probably stop people from being cowards and wimping out and trying to hide from fights and only coming in for cheap shots. Similar to a For Honor's setup without literally copying. And I also wish there were more special abilities and character customization choices, considering how many people work on the game. I also understand that the probability of them choosing not to do it is also high, because maybe they're holding out for Battlefront 3, and they're obviously not going to want to make Battlefront 2 perfect, because then nobody's going to buy the next game. And I also know that Ahsoka Tano was a huge request to come into the game, and they have apparently confirmed or gave hints or whatever that she was going to come into the game before they quit the final update. I don't know exactly what it is, but this is basically what I know so far. Even a little skin change, like for Boba Fett, just give him his father's skin as an option. Other than all of that, I think it's a fantastic game. I feel like one thing that makes it an absolute banger is the replayability value. I always find myself come back to this game again and again because it really is just that good. And anybody who ever tells me otherwise can suck the deepest, darkest, wettest fart from my arsehole. Hashtag eat, sleep, Jar Jar, repeat. Ah, the fat man. So we meet again. Why you hiding behind that glass, little Fisky? You trying to play a fast one on me, farting behind that glass? We all know you like to sniff your own farts, big boy. You ain't fooling anybody here. Care to give us a sample of the good stuff? Oh, yeah.